applying for a job in a company or a scholarship at foreign university, candidates are required to submit written documents in the purpose of introducing their qualifications, reasons, as well as their motivations for a given position. It is called a letter of motivation. Motivation letter is a type of genres, a well-written and structured document detailing the professional skills, usually submitted with a job application outlining the candidate's references and interests in the open position. It is often attached with an additional document like curriculum vitae or a resume. It is used in all academic, professional, and vocational domains, and also found in almost all disciplines business, industry, commerce, etc. Letter of motivation is also called statement of purpose or motivational letter. The main purpose of writing a motivational letter is to persuade the company, the foreign university, or the recruiter about the competencies of the candidate for a given position. Within this letter, the sender should introduce his qualifications, competencies, as well as his previous experiences already got in his life, such as studies, diploma, etc., and provide examples that will demonstrate a clear link between the knowledge acquired and the needs for that employment. Contextual features of motivation letter. Who writes it? It is a required document that details one's professional qualifications and motivations for applying to a course of study, a scholarship, a volunteer position, etc. It accompanies one's application and supporting documents which are used to describe why you are the perfect candidate for a particular job position. People who want to be in certain positions are all enthusiastic about what they do, are sought by all organizations. The intent should be your driving motivation. It paints a clear image of you, who you are, what you want, and what you can bring to the company. How to direct your motivational letter to audience, and what kind of information does it communicate? It is also important to direct your letter of motivation to your audience, since it is easy to discern the differences between a generic letter of one crafted specifically for a firm. If the hiring manager notices, it might hinder you more than help you. Avoid writing to whom it may concern and instead address the hiring manager by name. This is the most generic version. Dear hiring manager, finding out the name of the hiring manager has never been easier. Do a Google search or a call if necessary, because taking this time to find the name demonstrates that you care about the job. Concentrate on the company to which you are applying. While the letter of motivation is technically about you, the purpose should be to demonstrate that you understand their company and you can contribute in the success. Do not list every job or achievement you have had. This is the purpose of the resume. In addition, talk about previous work, experience, success statistics, and skills, as well as how it fulfills their needs and will benefit their company. Where and when it is generally written. The motivation letter is typically included with a resume because it supports it and emphasizes the relevant information about your skills and experience. When submitting an application for admission to a college or university's educational program, undergraduate, graduate, or postgraduate, applying for a position in a company, applying to non-profit organization. For what purpose do you write it? The main purpose is to persuade an HR specialist that demonstrate your interest in a role, market yourself as the perfect candidate, explain any potential red flags in your CV. Describe how your resume's accomplishments make you the ideal candidate. Provide space to elaborate on your qualifications. The organizational features, the main parts, subparts, and stages. The main parts, the first part is introduction, is the place where you present all your personal information. The body, it contains most of the information, describes and highlights the experiences. Conclusion, it summarizes the goal and leaves a positive final impression. The subparts, the block format, it is where the transmitter cites his personal information such as name, email, address, and name of the company. The salutation, it is the greeting at the start of a letter. Signature, the part of the letter that immediately precedes the writer's signature. The stages. Research the institution. Before writing a motivational letter, it is preferable to research the institution you are applying to gain a better understanding of their missions, values, and goals, as this will allow you to make connections between your experience and the ideas they hold. Outline information. The outline should include the specific experiences you would like to highlight and how the qualifications and skills you are discussing are relevant. Third, write a letter. The letter should follow the outline format with some summaries of experiences and relevant connections to the values shared by the institution you are applying to. Fourth, edit the letter to correct any inconsistencies, spelling mistakes, or grammatical errors. The function of each part. Introduction. You should use your introduction to offer all of your personal details. This is where you introduce yourself, explain why you are writing the motivational letter, and state your main reason for applying to the school or professional opportunity. The body paragraph. The majority of the materials in your motivation letter may be found in the body paragraphs. This is where you highlight your abilities and accomplishments, as well as the attributes that make you particularly qualified for the position you are applying for. To offer the reader a greater idea of who you are as a person, your body paragraph should present Your body paragraphs should present information while also exhibiting your personality. The more actual value-driven anecdotes about your experiences and enthusiasm you can incorporate into your body paragraphs, the more likely people will comprehend your motive. Conclusion. At the end of your motivation letter, you should summarize your accomplishments and how these experiences will benefit you if you are hired. Function of the subparts. The salutation or greeting in a business letter is always formal. It often begins with "Dear," person's name. Once again, be sure to include the person's title if you know it, such as Mrs., Miss, Mr., or Doctor. If you are unsure about the person's title of gender, just use their first name. In block format, the letter is single-spaced with the exception of a space between each paragraph, as well as a space above and below the date and above and below the salutation and signature. When writing a motivational letter, you should focus on each aspect, including the motivational letter signature. How you sign off your motivational letter is crucial, as it will leave the prospective employers with a positive professional first impression. Language items used in a motivational letter. The first part, introduction, we use simple words, usage, right, grammar. The second part, the body, use simple language that readers can easily comprehend, avoid using stand-alone and correct English grammar, avoid abbreviations. The third part, conclusion, simple vocabulary and formal language. This is a sample of letter of motivation. Letter of motivation is one of the most important tools used to facilitate the professional career. It allows making a good first impression on the employees, as a result increasing the chances of being recruited. A well-written motivational letter helps in understanding personality, appreciating the combination of skills and experiences so as to build a good relationship with the managers as well as the whole staff.